Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and we continue with a few more videos in our series about keeping your PC safe and, of course, by extension, keeping yourself safe at all levels. That includes keeping your accounts safe. More and more today, we use the internet for everything. That means your email account is now important because it has links to some of the very personal information you might have. It has the possibility of, for example, getting a email to recover an account that you might have, a bank account, and so on. Now here it says email account safety, but I'm just going to give you email or general account safety of every types of accounts you might have. Bank accounts that you go online, Netflix, email of all sorts of accounts you've created on Amazon or Google or Microsoft to use services. One of the most important things about this is that more and more all of that is linked not only with important information for you, but it's also linked a lot of the times with payment systems, keeping the possibility of paying for something. Maybe you subscribe to some features. I've subscribed to some of the Google services. I get a bill every month from Google services for some of the things that I actually use. Maybe it's a PayPal account. That is very important. A PayPal account is direct access to your money. So how do you keep all of that safe? How is it that you can be sure? Because there's a lot of people out there that are scared of using any of these online information. And of course, the first thing that we hope and we need to hope for is that the companies behind them actually stay safe. We hear all the time about hacking in different accounts. You know what? We need to, of course, make sure and let's hope that the companies that we actually deal with, that we do business with, are companies that also are dealing safely with our own data. But that we don't have a lot of possibilities. We can't really do anything about it. We just need to hope that these companies are safe and keep our information safe and secure. The first thing that you need to know when you use these accounts is that there's a lot of fake news out there. I don't know how many times I see a post go through on Facebook saying, "Oh, Facebook is hacked. So you guys, there's tons of things that you might happen." No, Facebook is not hacked. No, Google Gmail is not hacked. No, Microsoft Hotmail is not hacked. I see that fake news all the time. People tend to think, "Oh, well, I got this problem and it's because Facebook has got hacked." No, most of the time it's because you or your friends got hacked because you're careless with your own security. Unfortunately, humans are lazy at their security on PCs. As a tech guy, I've seen that all the time. So, to keep your accounts safe, okay, first, make sure your PC or your device you're using is safe. That means using a computer that you're not downloading tons of crap from the internet that can infect you with ransomware or keyloggers, which are the worst for online accounts, because keyloggers actually look at the keyboard. So they'll know your passwords and your emails and all the information needed to actually go in your accounts. The other thing, once your PC, once you know your device is safe, use it on a safe network. That means your smartphone, your laptop. Don't plug it on every network you see in the world. Keep it on a limited amount of networks. Make sure that where you're connecting to is as safe as possible. Remember that online, that public Wi-Fi is not safe. Ever. It's never been and will never be. Keep in mind that you don't access your important information and important accounts when you're on public Wi-Fi. Very important. So you'll, of course, access all of that within your own connectivity. So your home network when you're at home, or if you're not at home, what I do, I actually access the bank accounts and the email accounts that I use only on my mobile connection. So if I go out and I want to check out my bank account, I'm sure to stay on my LTE connection or my 4G connection. I don't use Wi-Fi. I stay within my own connectivity within my mobile devices. And of course, once that is done, and if you want to watch videos and do stuff because it uses data, that you'll use, some Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi if you need to. But every time you check your own accounts, don't stay connected to those public Wi-Fi connections, because that could be a risk. The other thing is passwords. Once again, to keep an account safe, well, you need a good password. Don't do ABC123. It's the most popular password around still after so many years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you do that, you're going to be hacked, for sure. People out there and bots, which are computers, constantly scan the internet in search of the possibility to hack into, accounts. And you might say, why would they do that? And there's going to be a separate video because I'm going to explain in this series why people want to do what they do. So why do bad guys want to have access to your email? Maybe you think it's not important. You'll see that in the why video. You'll understand why it's important to keep it safe and why they want to have access to it. So a good password, a long password, and different passwords for every account that you use online. Why? Well, if one gets hacked and you've used the same password everywhere, that means everywhere you go, well, they now know your password. A great way to stay safe, and actually one of the latest reports from Google Security has stated that people that use two-factor authentication, they actually accomplish almost 100% safety in their accounts. Why? It's very simple. Because there's no possibility of access to your accounts unless you have that second device, which is usually your smartphone, with the secret codes to access the device or the accounts. So that makes you extra safe. So imagine a really good password plus two-factor authentication. It's, of course, not 100%. Nothing is ever 100%, but it's darn secure. And that is very important to have two-factor authentication. And I think today, everywhere you should have two-factor authentication. Either through email, either through one of the devices that you use. So these are safety things, safety tips. Within email, another layer of safety and security, don't click any links that you don't know where they come from. On email, don't answer spam, because it's just like saying, hey, I exist. Yep. Because you'll be surprised, but a lot of the times that spam email is either that they've scooped up your email somewhere, which is possible, but very, very often they didn't have a clue about your email. It's just a bot creating random strings of characters using dictionary words and names and numbers. And of course, by doing millions and millions of different combinations, well, of course they'll hit on your email and say, oh, well, look at that. And you got some spam. And of course, by answering to spam, well, you're letting them know, oh, that email exists. Now, we're going to add that. We know this is a real email. So never answer any spam. Never click links you don't know where they come from. And stay away from attachments that are dangerous. So these are some of the tips to keep accounts safe on the internet. I hope you can follow them and that you do follow them to stay safe, of course. And share this information. A lot of people are clueless about what security is exactly. We live in times where security and safety of the accounts you use is the most important thing probably out there. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.